So of course, now they're making basically a issue out of problems that just don't exist as well here. So they're upset over the Legends ZA box art. Why? Not a single Kalos Pokemon. Even Press said the core see the poor style when they try to replace Sinnoh starters with DEI forms. Um, so you're telling me that having different starters in the game than the usual means of promoting DEI. This is why people don't take 4chan seriously, okay? If they really want to be taken seriously, they have to stop posting stuff like this, like, honestly, okay? They're calling the fact that they changed the starters to switch it up for once in a while because I know because they are also making it is kind of old. It can does kind of get bored if they use the same stars in every game. Also, the reason why they probably use different stars is because you can find all three of the Sinnoh starters in the wild. At food are very rare, but you can still find all three of them in the wild, which means you can still get Infernape, you can still get Torterra, you can still get you know, Empoleon, but they're mostly found in the wild because basically Pokemon Legends Arceus is basically a game before Sinnoh was even created as a region, which means that these Pokemon were much more plentiful in the wild before urbanization happened as well, which most likely means they had starter, which means the starters that we saw in the game were likely either the first Pokemon that were tamed to be used as starters most likely were the first Pokemon that would use as starters, as well as they probably because they didn't know the Sinnoh starters existed, so they just said, "Hey, we're gonna have these free starters from different regions that we know of already before we complete the Pokédex as well and collect data on all the Sinnoh starters." Yeah, and the fact that they're really upset the fact that also they're showing Mega Lucario, which could technically be considered Kalos because guess what? Mega Lucario originated from Kalos. It was one of the main plot lines of Kalos as well. Also, they're showing the starters of the game, which will reveal, which of course they're upset over that too. And the other Pokemon that is shown here is Pikachu as well here. Yeah, but of course, there's a actual diorama that shows like more Pokemon, more Mega Evolutions. They show Furfrou and a few more Kalos Pokemon. So really, they just cropped the starters, your playable characters. Them find a trainer with Mega Lucario, and for some reason has a Pikachu. Why didn't you evolve it to a Raichu? Oh, yeah, that's because Pikachu's the mascot. That's why they didn't evolve it. But yeah, there we go. No, they're not promoting DEI for having different starters. This is why no one takes 4chan seriously. Goodbye.